Disney Vibes Podcast, talking insider tips, tricks, and pixie dust. For the most magical place on Earth, here's Andrew and Heather.
Welcome to episode of the Disney Vibes Podcast. My name is Andrew.
My name is Heather.
Who's half asleep?
It's early for us here today.
Yeah. Usually night owls, we're doing this thing early in the morning. We got some breaking news, so we said we got to get on right away. Anyways, go ahead.
No, I said, yeah, that's it. We're here. Got my coffee in hand, so let's roll.
It's not Starbucks, but it'll do. Disney Vibes brought to you by Magical Destinations Travel. Book mdtravel.com. Like the podcast, spread the word, show some support. One of our agents will be with you to assist in planning your vacation. There's no obligation for a free quote and no cost to you ever. And speaking of the agents, they've been busy because spring break just kind of wrapped up and getting ready for the summer.
Summer surge.
The summer surge. That's a good way of putting it. So don't forget, you can download Disney Vibes Podcast wherever you get your podcasts from. You like the content, help us out, provide feedback and a rating as well. We always appreciate your support. Heather, do you have a joke?
I do.
I wasn't sure if you were ready because it was early. All right, hit me with it.
I got one. All right. So, why is Gaston the most peaceful Disney villain?
I don't know.
Because he won the Nobel Prize.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, finally I got
I'll
a
give you
giggle
that.
out of how many weeks have we been trying to do this?
Well, I had to think about Nobel Prize. Like, he's not a peacekeeper. And then, okay,
Nobel.
Nobel. That's a good one.
Wah, wah.
No. It's not a want
Well,
because
no,
it's a good one.
Okay.
It's a psh. There you go.
Oh, okay.
All right, so here you go. You ready for your Would You Rather?
Oh, yes.
All right, would you rather have Olaf from Frozen as a best friend or Stitch from Lilo and Stitch?
Oh, Olaf.
Why?
Because I'm a hugger. He likes warm hugs.
I don't know. Stitch would be some fun times.
I know.
That's all I'm going to say.
I think we get in trouble a lot more there.
Yeah, and you can live in Hawaii in the warm weather. Olaf, man, you better have that permanent snow flurry.
That's okay.
So, all right, breaking news last night I'm excited for, and we'll go over the reasons why, is Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is set to return for this year, for 2022. So basically what has come about is, and then the actual press release says, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party returns to Walt Disney World Resort this fall to the Magic Kingdom during the resort's 50th anniversary celebration. So the ghosts and ghouls of all ages are invited to don their favorite costumes and celebrate all things haunted during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, taking place on 37 select nights, August 12th through October 31st. The special event haunts Magic Kingdom Park after normal park operating hours from 7 p.m. to midnight. So it is a limited capacity event, and Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party attendees will encounter event-exclusive entertainment, including notorious Disney villains, frightfully delicious menu items, and more. So here's what they're saying is some of what's in store. The Headless Horseman will ride his ghostly steed down Main Street, USA, as a prelude to Mickey's Boo to You Halloween Parade, which features floats filled with Disney characters dressed in their Halloween best, Disney villains, and the Haunted Mansion Graveyard Diggers. During Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, guests can go trick-or-treating for M&M's, Skittles, Snickers, and other Halloween favorites at locations throughout Magic Kingdom Park. And new this year, guests will receive a reusable trick-or-treat bag featuring a keepsake 50th anniversary celebration and Halloween design. That's great.
Yeah.
We'll unwrap this in a minute.
Yep.
You can also join the Sanderson sisters during the Hocus Pocus Villain Spell-tacular stage show at Cinderella Castle as they call upon their frightening colleagues to conjure the ultimate Hocus Pocus party potion. Say that 10 times fast.
No,
Hocus Pocus party potion. Celebrate the season alongside favorite Disney characters. They take over the park for their favorite party of the year. There'll be overlays for the occasion throughout Magic Kingdom, Space Mountain Mad Tea Party, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor. The Pumpkin King himself, Jack Skellington, will host Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular, and you can't miss that extravaganza with projections, special effects, and lighting mixed with fireworks, music, and Disney characters. You can discover sweet and savory menu items inspired by the fall flavors in the Halloween season, and another new item for the 50th anniversary celebration. They're adding even more fun to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party this year in the form of event-exclusive step-in photo opportunities. In addition to the reusable trick-or-treat tote bag, guests will also receive a Halloween-themed 50th anniversary celebration commemorative print. Before we get to tickets and everything. So, yeah,
That's a lot.
It's a lot, but here's what I want to break down. So they removed Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party last year and basically have retired the After Hours Boo Bash. We were there last year during, we usually go in August, always. That's our mainstay, right?
Yes.
And I didn't feel like Boo Bash was worth it for us.
Okay, so I think
You remember why?
Do I remember why?
Yeah, because Boo Bash was a separate ticketed event.
Right.
And it was only like 2.5, 3 hours, and it was after the park closed pretty much. So it was like a 9 to 12:30, I think.
Wait, is this the first time we went, or is it?
We haven't been to Boo Bash. She can't function in the morning, clearly. No,
No, but we
Boo
did this years ago.
Time out. Time.
Yes.
Okay. Boo Bash was last year. We
Okay.
didn't go.
But did they make that because it's a form of not so
It
scary?
was what they tried to say instead of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. And
Got it. Yes.
I don't want to say they got hammered for it, but
They weren't happy.
the fans were not very happy with it overall. I mean, it was 9 to 12, 12:30. I don't remember the exact hours. And if you had little kids, it just wasn't functional. I mean, I guess you could do it, but it really wasn't advantageous to take the kids from 9 to 12:30 at the price point of the ticket for that time. So we didn't do Boo Bash. The socials, all of us kind of complained. We didn't know if they were ever going to bring back Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and Boo Bash was going to be kind of the thing,
New thing, right?
forever. However, that is not the case. So this is definitely was announced yesterday, clearly, because it was part of Disney Parks Halfway to Halloween. We know they've announced some of the special snacks that you can get right now, because the Halfway to Halloween Wicked celebration is out now, because it's pretty much halfway to Halloween, 6
my
months out.
gosh.
Crazy, right?
Yes.
But it'll be the first time that Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party has been held since 2019. So definitely looking forward to it overall. I have no issues with the price point, which we'll get to, because it's a separate ticketed event. Got to explain that.
Okay.
Separate ticketed event compared to your regular passes that you're going to buy.
Okay. So why don't we give a scenario?
If you're like, all right, we're going to go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Okay.
Maybe that day you go to Disney Springs in the morning
Yep.
and you plan on going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Okay.
When it opens usually gates open around 4 o'clock. DVC members can get in earlier. However, typically 4 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock, I think is the time it usually starts. So that would be it. Or a pool day or something like that, like a relaxation day. So you're not spending the money on a ticket.
You're not going to enjoy later because you're going to be out late.
Right. However, remember, the other parks are open. This is only at Magic Kingdom.
Correct.
Which will end up, closing early if you need to have that special wristband. But they do have a lot of the additions for the Walt Disney World 50th anniversary. And listen, I have no problem calling Disney out when I think they've done things wrong. Mm-hmm. But I also have no problem giving Disney credit for the fans when they do. And this is a win. And if this is a prelude to, we know that Mickey's Merriest Christmas Party's coming back.
Oh.
That's another thing. So,
right.
I mean, if they're bringing Not So Scary Halloween Party back, I'm going to assume they're going to bring the Christmas event. So, a lot. So, they do have those 3D photo backdrops coming in that you'll step into for that three-dimensional photo effect, the reusable treat bag, and then the commemorative print to take home, which is, I mean, listen, it's not a lot, but it's something, right? It's something.
Well, it's the overall thing. It's an experience now that we, again, I'm trying to figure out what year we did it.
I don't remember which day, but I mean, which year. However, I do want to say one of the advantages of going into the park for this, it's definitely a different kind of show. People are dressed up, right?
They are, but you cannot wear a face covering. That was one of the things, like a mask.
Now all you do is wear a mask, so it doesn't. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Stop it.
Come on, give me credit for that
no,
joke.
No. That you can't laugh at that anymore. Oh, crap.
No, you're not wearing masks anymore at Disney.
No,
You're
that
not.
was like one of the main things is if you wanted to dress up, you could, but you cannot have any type of face covering. But so yeah,
And weapons.
right.
Couldn't have like a blaster or anything like that. So anyways.
I can't remember. Did we have the kids dress up?
I don't remember the kids dressed up. I think, they had nice, that's the shirt that Braden had, the Jack Skellington shirt.
Yep, and then they had the lights that we had around our necks.
Right, we still have some of those, got to replace the batteries, right?
Yep.
They have, a lot of Halloween decor, and they had that last year. Don't mark my words as wrong in that regard, but
Right.
they do have something different. The kids love trick-or-treating. Sophia was able to get the special treats because of the celiac disease, and they had the turquoise coins for her, right? Everything.
Yep, and then everywhere's where you could trick or treat, they had like these big blow up type, like just the signage that would say like you could trick or treat here rather than just like walking around aimlessly trying to figure out where you could.
Yeah, it's safe. I mean, they already
Yeah.
told you which candy's going to be there. And
Yep.
listen, Disney always does things right for those with any kind of dietary restriction.
And then the other part that sticks out to me is specific characters that aren't usually out during normal
Right.
hours.
So obviously you have Jack and Sally. The line is huge for them. Right. I mean, let's be honest. Obviously, the Sanderson sisters are there.
Yep. That's actually the first, when we went, them performing in front of the castle was like the big thing. That was the first year ever bringing back. I want to Google when the anniversary of their movie was out, one of like the big
recently.
miles. Because I feel like that's when they launched this, because it was like, oh my goodness, they're out now.
So they have a lot. So obviously the Pumpkin King will be out. We love that. So all of the characters came out, all the 7 dwarfs. We went into the big circus tent in the back, and all 7 dwarfs. You can get a photo opportunity with 7 dwarfs. Also, all characters for Winnie the Pooh come out, dressed up in Halloween attire with Eeyore and Piglet. So, and Tigger, you know, you can usually see Winnie the Pooh and Tigger, but Eeyore and Piglet are usually not really out for guest interaction, which, again, before I go off the rails and down another, track, that's another news that came out recently with, character meet and greets are back, where you can have those little kids go up and hug Mickey Mouse or whatnot. But we're not going to go into that at this moment. We can talk about that in a minute. So, as Heather's doing her research, does she have it?
Not yet.
Okay. Tickets are going to go on sale May 18th, okay? And it can be purchased online via your travel agent. Obviously, guests of Walt Disney World Resort Hotel, Swan and Dolphin, and Shades of Green at Walt Disney World can book their tickets as early as May 12th, okay? Tickets will range from $109 to $199 plus tax. While Walt Disney World annual pass holders, DVC members can purchase specially priced tickets for select dates. So remember, these dated event tickets do not require an additional day theme park ticket or a park pass theme park reservation. So you know how you reserve a park?
Yes.
You don't need to do that for this because you'll have the tickets. So they're already controlling the numbers in that regard. They know you're coming to Magic Kingdom Park that day.
Oh, because
it's a separate ticketed event. So here are the dates: August 12th, 16th, 19th, 23rd, 26th, 30th. So we have opportunities with our schedule to be going 3 days. September 2nd, 5th, 9th, 11th, 13th, 16th, 18th, 20th, 23, 25, 27, 29, 30. And October, it's almost every other day, all the way through Halloween. I want to ensure, please reach out to your agent, okay, to book these tickets during the early purchase window. And you have to make sure, which we know, if you're our client, to have a valid reservation at a Disney resort hotel, whether it be regular ones or Swan, Dolphin, or Shades of Green. So it's going to make sure you have that. Obviously, price point, the launch date, August 12th, will be a little bit more costly. Did have that. I don't know what I did with that image.
I feel like I see it. Scroll down.
For the actual ones?
The prices like that?
Yeah. What do you got? We'll do some work here. Come on. What am I, hosting
all right.
thing?
Well, so
what's August 12th?
August 12th is $139.
Okay. So remember, range is $109 to $199.
Yeah.
So launch
right.
date is launch date's $139 because everybody wants to see the first one's the annual pass. Well, everybody who wants to go and the like us, the people who want to review it and talk about it.
Right.
Okay.
So that's a Friday. Just saying.
Okay, so yes, all right. So the 12th is a Friday. What's the 16th?
That
Tuesday.
is a Tuesday, and that's $109. So that's $30.
Correct. $109. Correct. And then the 19th is another Friday.
Correct. Same price.
And then the 23rd is a Tuesday.
Correct. Same price.
Right. And then the 26th.
Same price.
So they're doing Tuesdays and Fridays is pretty much at least for August. And then September 2nd.
You have that is a Friday. Then you go Monday, Friday,
right, which is Labor Day.
Sunday, Tuesday.
All right, so it's going to, obviously, the closer you get to Halloween, the more frequent it will be occurring with the number of dates.
Correct.
So that's typical. But so the launch date's $139, and then from August 16th to what, Heather?
All right, so about August 16th to approximately September 5th is that $109 time frame or price.
$109. Yep. Okay.
And then you jump from $119.
Right, it's going to incrementally go up.
Yep, to $139. Ultimately,
$199 Halloween.
Yep, and then before that, like $159, $179.
Right. So the 30th and 31st of October is both $199. Mischief Night.
No.
No?
So the 30th is $179.
Okay, so they incrementally go up, which listen, it's just bound to happen. It's
Right.
supply and demand. You can't fault Disney. And I do feel like these prices are right in line. I don't remember exactly, but they're very close to what they were with Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party pre-pandemic. But big news with that. So again, call your agent. They can start booking as long as you have a valid reservation. As of May 12th, which, believe it or not, May is next week. So that is huge. We will ensure that your agent get in touch with you. And if you have not booked with MD Travel, make sure you do that so your agents can take care of that because the phone lines are going to blow up.
Yeah.
Okay? They are really, really going to, be busy depending upon the date and everything. And they will sell out because they're obviously going to limit the number of people. They will sell out these dates. So that was the break. I'm excited, and I think we're going to do it again. We got to do it again.
No, we are.
We're going to do it again. I just don't know which date we're going to do yet.
Right.
So,
we have a couple possibilities, and honestly,
I'm in.
Yeah.
I love my Jack.
Yeah. No, there's that.
Skellington, that is.
And they always
not Daniels. Family-friendly show.
Oh, my gosh. And then the popcorn containers is always a big thing. I feel like we had the Oogie Boogie.
We did have Oogie Boogie, and popcorn containers have been crazy lately with Figment. We talked about that.
Yep.
But they do have there's halfway to Halloween, they just released another popcorn bucket in select areas. It's only for like 3 or 4 days, though. So you have to be there for that. Okay, so that being said, I do want to talk about Disney Plus discount.
Yes.
So Disney Plus subscribers, you can save up to 25% on rooms at select Disney Resort hotels. So if you have not yet booked your trip for the summer, okay, from July 8th through September 30th, call us today or email us today because you can save up to 25%. We have already finally gone through with a fine-tooth comb for all of our clients. And believe it or not, everybody who is going during this time period has qualified and we saved the money. And that's why you have an agent, so you don't have to call Disney and try to wait for hours and trying to change that. We on the back end are able to save money. It's ranged from $200 to $600 based on the length of stay and obviously the resort.
Right.
And it's very, I don't want to say simple because if you're not using an agent, but they basically we use your email. Disney uses your email to validate that you have a Disney Plus subscription, and that's it. So you would give that to your agent if it's a different email than maybe you communicate with, and there you go. They're able to validate it, and right away the money comes off. It's like, great, now I can use that for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
That's it.
But 25% most days at a lot of the deluxe resorts. So Yacht Club, Saratoga Springs, Riviera, Old Key West, Grand Floridian, Contemporary Boardwalk, Animal Kingdom Villas, Animal Kingdom Lodge, and Boulder Ridge Villas at Wilderness Lodge. We can save you 20% at the cabins at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort, Art of Animation, Family Suites, Coronado Springs, and Port Orleans, French Quarter, and Riverside. 15% at the Values, All Stars, all three of them, and Pop Century, and 10% at Bay Lake Tower, Campsites, Copper Creek Villas and Cabins, Disney's Boardwalk Villas, Caribbean Beach Resort, and Disney's Wilderness Lodge, which it's interesting that last category that there's some deluxe resorts in there.
I was just noticing that.
But I believe it's because they don't have to offer it because those resorts are packed. So they're not going to give you a discount if they're already at capacity or close to it. But hey, listen, if you're spending, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, depending upon the package and the hotel stay price, a couple $100 is a couple $100.
Exactly.
It's only offered to Disney Plus subscribers. Need the proof of the subscription, all right? And you have to, obviously, the Disney Plus subscriber has to be staying in the room, right? You don't, you believe it or not, people do ask us. They're like, well, I share an account. That's great, but they're going to link the email. So, they're going to know based on billing address, from the Disney Plus account and email whether or not thing. And that, obviously, that's been a huge thing right now with Netflix as well, not going off the rails there. But they're losing subscribership because of account sharing.
Right.
But listen, you buy Disney Plus for a year, was it less than $100, right?
It's totally worth it too.
And you save a couple $100. So that's great if you haven't done that. They also released the Disney Visa credit card offer, but not as many people are qualifying for that, and the discounts are not as great. So Disney Plus subscriber discount for the summer travel months is the way to go.
Really quick,
Yeah.
With the
Is it
MasterCard.
gonna be really quick?
Well, yes.
It's not MasterCard, it's Visa.
Okay. The credit card.
Here we go.
Is it you can use it in the park and then always get a percentage off any purchase? Is that the same card?
Correct. It's the Disney Visa card.
Okay.
I don't remember if it's percentage off. Like there's certain places.
Right.
That's always subject to change. So I don't want to
Okay.
say in specificity which discounts it will be.
Specificity.
Can you even pronounce
No,
that?
that's
Don't even
really-
try. This is what I deal with.
Oh gosh. Okay. Thank you for the clarification.
You're good with that?
Sure.
All right. Just making sure you're good. All right. So I want to talk Finding Nemo, The Big Blue and Beyond is opening this summer.
I love this show.
Okay.
Nope, just saying. Yeah. Well, because we've watched it and then they updated it.
Thank you. I was going to be like, how did you watch it when it's new?
No. They've updated it.
Okay. So it's opening this summer at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. So stepping inside the theater in the wild, guests will catch up with the group of fish from Dr. P. Sherman's office in Finding Nemo, who have made their way across the ocean to the Marine Life Institute. The fish tell Nemo's story in a fully updated, 25-minute show incorporating live performers and puppets, along with many of the beloved songs and production numbers from the original Finding Nemo, the musical. So that's what it's called now. There'll be a new script. It's going to have new scenic set pieces, new LED video wall, and there'll be a 32-foot long sunken submarine and a fish tank volcano standing nearly 15 feet tall.
Whoa.
So Disney has worked in close collaboration with Pixar Animation Studios, artists and designers, and Disney Live Entertainment. Also develop a new aesthetic for Finding Nemo, The Big Blue and Beyond with sculptures, paper sculptures, and it's going to be fresh and unique. So that is coming this summer, and it will be, we don't know the exact date yet, but that will be at the Animal Kingdom theme park. So, again, if you're a Nemo or even a Dory fan, something you definitely want to check out.
It's a nice opportunity just to watch a show and just relax a little bit.
Sometimes you need that depending on when you go with some, nice air conditioning.
Yeah, I
and
was just
everything.
going to say it's indoors so you can cool off.
Right. Just a quick note for all of those who are going to Disney World. Anytime from now through the Independence Day holiday, Disney has updated and released their park hours for summer 2022. So Magic Kingdom will be 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. It's inching closer and closer to later and later. Epcot's 9 to 9. Hollywood Studios 9 to 9, and Animal Kingdom is 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then the water park, Typhoon Lagoon, 10 a.m. to 7. And Disney Springs will obviously be 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. with 11:30 on Fridays and Saturdays. So those hours are through the Independence Day long weekend, which is pretty much the same hours as dates before in June. So it's basically the closer and closer we get, the more sense of normalcy is coming out.
Right.
Obviously, with the mask removal and Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party coming back. I do want to mention this with what Florida has been doing.
Yeah, explain this
Soapbox
to me.
moment.
Oh, my God. Oh, boy.
All right.
Let me sit back, get my coffee.
Florida, basically, the governor and the legislator and the Senate have now passed the bill to dissolve Disney World's Reedy Creek Improvement District. So, for those who don't understand what that is, basically the Reedy Creek Improvement District gives Disney World its own government within Osceola and Orange County. And this pretty much happened in the late 60s when Disney World was an idea, and it kind of enticed Disney to be there because obviously Osceola and Orange County could not afford all the infrastructure that has been needed for Disney. Make sense so far?
So far. So ideally the people who live there.
So there's
are
people that live there.
employees, but
Well,
no.
not necessarily. I mean, there could be people, you could buy a house in Orange County or Osceola County. So
But
that's...
then we would go by whatever Disney says. Like,
Well, they're not the government. They just are in charge of like all of the infrastructure. Listen, the reason why this came about is the governor in Florida started that whole thing about don't say gay, right? That's the bill they were calling, right?
Sure.
And then Bob Chapek, the CEO of Disney World, he didn't respond, and then he did, and then he got like
backlash
from people within the company with his own employees. So then he did respond, and now it's a political match, and they're fighting. And that's when the governor said, okay, I'm going to put this bill out there, and now it's passed to dissolve the Reedy Creek Improvement District, which has been since 1967. Mark my words, it's April, end of April, okay? And Bob Chapek's contract is up in end of February. The Disney shares have gone down.
Okay.
There is I would be shocked if his contract gets renewed. He needs to go.
Okay.
Bob Iger, the former CEO and chairman, he would have never screwed this up. He knew what to say. You're the public face of one of the most recognizable brands and companies in the world. Chapek needs to go. I don't know who's next. I would love Josh tomorrow, right? However, I don't know who's next.
No, I can see that. So hopefully we will not see him real soon.
Basically, they're saying that the Reedy Creek Improvement District and these other 5 districts that they voted on will be dissolved on June 1st, 2023, but given a chance to be reestablished. So it's going to be challenged in court. We're going to be hearing about this for years, right?
Can I ask probably a ridiculous question?
Sure.
So the reason why why is this happening?
Because people are arguing. Because the governor did not like what the response of right.
It's all political. See, now this is where I don't know.
I know where you're going.
Knows. Like, I don't like politics.
I understand. I do.
So that's all I have to say about
that.
Right.
It's definitely a continuous battle. You're going to hear about this. You're going to read about it based on the legislator, the Senate, and the government that's in Florida, the governor's office, and Walt Disney World. And we're going to see how this actually goes.
Don't tell me all political stuff. Just tell me bottom line.
I won't. All right. So coming up, we have a lot going on. I know we're going to wrap up this episode, but we want to talk park hopping strategy and tips for Genie Plus at Disney World. That will be our primary focus, I believe, next week. We're going to talk about that. And obviously with the constant changes to Genie Plus, I think we'll just talk about and remind people what the best way to attack.
Sure.
Right? Get like a guide to Genie Plus at Disney World and Lightning Lanes. I did want to mention something real quick before we go, basically about Disneyland, because we do have a lot of agents, a lot of people that like to go to Disneyland. And Disneyland Resort, the nighttime spectaculars are back. So Ignite the Night is back at Disneyland. And the Main Street Electrical Parade and Disneyland Forever, they're all returning to Disneyland Park. And World of Color will be at California Adventure again.
Right.
So again, that's the great thing is more and more of that entertainment is coming back. And Fantasmic is coming back on May 28th with the regular performances. So again, Disneyland is catching up to Disney World, and everything is coming back. So we do have people going to Disneyland in July and August, I believe. So not before that, maybe June. All right, Heather, final thoughts.
Final thoughts?
That was a mouthful.
Well, no, because no final thoughts. I have all of our socials.
Bingo, go.
Okay, so you can follow us on Instagram, Magical Destinations Travel Co. You can also find us on Facebook, Magical Destinations Travel, and on Twitter, Magical Dest Trav. And finally, always our website, bookmdtravel.com.
All right, till next time. Can't wait to go to Disney.
Yes.
And the Halloween party.
Yes.
Let the Disney vibes flow.
Find Disney vibes for all your vacation needs on the web at bookmdtravel.com.